Charlie Cox voices in Clair Obscur. Expedition 33, now he must get a console. In the world of gaming, it's not every day that a star from a beloved series expresses a desire to dive into a new title, but that's exactly what Charlie Cox, known for his role in Daredevil, is doing. Despite his fame, he finds himself in a bit of a humorous predicament regarding Clair Obscur. Expedition 33, a game that has garnered significant acclaim. Cox, who lends his voice to the character Gustave, admits he has little knowledge about the game itself. He's made a light-hearted commitment to play the game, but first, he acknowledges the need to purchase a gaming console. "Oh, Charlie, your charm is undeniable." Before we delve deeper, a word of caution: this article contains early spoilers for Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, so if you haven't completed the game yet, you might want to tread carefully. During a recent Q&A session at GalaxyCon in New Orleans, Cox shared his thoughts on the game's stunning visuals, stating, "I remember being in the studio and thinking, this is beautiful, the visuals are extraordinary. They've come a long way since Mario 64, which is probably the last computer game I played." This nostalgic reference to Super Mario 64 highlights just how far gaming technology has advanced over the years. Cox has previously mentioned that he isn't an avid gamer. He humorously reflected on his limited time in the recording booth for Gustave, which was only about 4 hours. This brief involvement has left him feeling somewhat like a total fraud in light of the overwhelming praise he's received for his performance. He reiterated his eagerness to experience the game himself, saying, "I wanna play the game. I need to play the game. I need to get a console first. I feel like a fraud because I just did the voice. But it's so cool, I'm so happy for these guys. They're not like a big company that makes a ton of games. And I hear it's a frontrunner to win Game of the Year, it's really cool." This statement not only reflects his humility, but also his genuine excitement for the developers behind the game. Speaking of the developers, Sandfall Interactive, the team behind Clair Obscur, is relatively small, with around 30 full-time employees. However, they collaborated with additional talent to bring this RPG to life, and it has quickly become one of the highest-rated games of the year on Metacritic. For those seeking more gaming excitement, be sure to check out the best games of the year so far. As a side note, I'm a freelance writer who will occasionally contribute to Games Radar. My journey into gaming journalism began during my film and TV studies at the University of Warwick, where I wrote for the student paper, The Bore. After university, I gained experience at The Gamer and later led the news section at .esports. Now, I freelance for various outlets, including Rolling Stone and NME. My passion lies in horror, narrative-driven games, and indie titles, and I primarily game on my PS5. Currently, I'm working through my backlog and enjoying Dishonored 2. Clair Obscur actor Charlie Cox. No game since Super Mario 64. Imagine this: a talented actor, celebrated for his roles in major productions, admits he hasn't touched a video game since the iconic Super Mario 64. Surprising, right? But that's exactly the case with Charlie Cox, who stars in the much-talked-about game Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Although this game isn't currently available on any Nintendo platforms, though there are hints it might come to the Switch 2 in the future, it's been making waves in the gaming community since its release earlier this year. The buzz surrounding it is well-deserved, as evidenced by the glowing reviews it has received. In fact, I personally rated this stunning RPG a perfect 10/10 on our sister site, Pure Xbox, highlighting its exceptional quality and engaging gameplay. So, it might come as a shock to learn that Cox, who lends his voice to the character Gustave in this epic adventure, claims he hasn't played a video game since the days of Mario's 3D debut. Yes, you heard that right, it's been quite a while. According to a report from Eurogamer, During a recent Q&A session at GalaxyCon in New Orleans, Cox expressed his feelings of being a fraud for not being more involved in gaming, especially after spending just 4 hours recording his lines for the game. In his own words, the British actor, who gained fame from his roles in Daredevil and Stardust, reflected on his experience in the studio, saying, "I remember being in the studio and thinking, this is beautiful, the visuals are extraordinary, they've come a long way since Mario 64, which is probably the last computer game I played." Now, with the spotlight on him as a rising star in the gaming world, Cox is eager to dive back into gaming. He stated, "I wanna play the game. I need to play the game. I need to get a console first, and then I need to play the game." It's intriguing to think about how his gaming journey will unfold. Once he reacquaints himself with the gaming world, perhaps he'll revisit the adventures of Mario, who has certainly evolved since Cox last played. Are you hoping for a Clair Obscur port for the Switch too? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Charlie Cox, Daredevil, wants to play Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, but needs a console. Imagine this. A celebrated actor confessing that he feels like a fraud whenever someone praises his work on one of the year's most talked about games. That's exactly what Daredevil star Charlie Cox recently revealed about his involvement with Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, a game that has quickly become a headline act in the modern RPG landscape. In a refreshingly candid Q&A at GalaxyCon, Charlie shared his mixed emotions about the project. Despite being part of an impressive ensemble cast that includes Jennifer English as Moelle, Ben Starr as Verso, and Andy Serkis as Renoir, he revealed that his role as the character Gustave was recorded in just a single 4-hour session. "I remember being in the studio and thinking, this is beautiful, the visuals are extraordinary," he recalled. However, with a touch of humorous irony, he admitted, "I wanna play the game. I need to get a console first." This confession underlines a surprising yet relatable truth. Although the game's evolution from the era of Super Mario 64 to today's high-definition, immersive environments is astounding, many celebrities, like Charlie, have not kept up with current gaming trends. And this is the part most people miss. While Charlie's brief involvement might seem minor compared to the hours of development and passion poured into the game, it has stirred up a spark of controversy. Some might argue that a mere 4-hour session hardly qualifies as a deep engagement with the gaming medium. Yet, Charlie's admission that he sometimes feels like an imposter for not truly knowing or playing the game invites us to question the value of star power versus genuine gaming passion. Is a celebrity's voice enough to bring a game to life? Or is there an undeniable disconnect when they haven't experienced the full gameplay themselves? For context, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 has been hailed by IGN as a modern RPG classic, earning a near-perfect 9/10 rating. The review praised the game for its clever nods to beloved classic RPGs, while also introducing innovative twists that set it apart. Its success is further highlighted by accolades, including personal congratulations from French President Emmanuel Macron, who praised the developer Sandfall for creating what many consider one of the best-rated games in history. The excitement around the game was amplified during IGN Live, where the star-studded cast not only discussed their experiences, but also premiered an exclusive 10-minute documentary detailing the game's making-of process. Charlie's story not only illustrates a personal reconciliation with a rapidly evolving gaming world, but also encourages us to rethink what truly matters in today's digital entertainment. Should the spotlight be on a celebrity's cameo contribution, or is the enduring magic of fully immersing oneself in the game where the real passion lies? This intriguing dilemma is sure to ignite lively debates among fans and critics alike. Do you think the charm of gaming relies on genuine interaction, or can influential personalities breathe life into a project even with minimal involvement? If your curiosity has been piqued by the revolutionary blend of classic and modern elements in Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, be sure to explore IGN's detailed tips and guides on what you need to know before diving in. Authored by veteran reporter Vicky Blake, a seasoned gaming critic, columnist, and consultant with over 15 years in the industry, this narrative not only informs, but also invites everyone to join in the conversation. Share your insights and decide for yourself whether the allure of voice acting and star participation can ever replace the true gaming experience.